going to start with this G at the 12th fret of the G string, and we're going to go to this C, G to C. And I'm going to bend this C until it sounds like this D. And if it sounds like this, then I've bent it too far. If it sounds something like this, I have not bent it far enough. So G to C, and that C is going to bend to the D. Give it a little shake. Then I'm going to hit the C again, bend it to the D, and then release it back to the C. And pull off to this B. And then back to the C. Then we're going to go to this E, slide it down to D sharp, and then right back to E. Quick note, if this feels hard for you, slow it way down. Take 2 or 3 notes, get them clean, and then you can sprinkle in another note and build it up that way. Don't try to play the whole phrase until you're ready. Most people go wrong simply because they try to play too many notes, too fast, too soon. All right. Here's phrase 2. Okay, here we're going to start with this E, and we're going to skip the D string and go to this C. Let's slide up to the E a bit. So it's E, C, back to the E, back to the C. Slide from the C down to the B. Then I'm going to use my 3rd finger to play this D. Then same finger, same string, I'm going to go to the C. Play the C, pull off to the B, back to the C. I'm going to yank or pull the C down until it sounds like that D. And then release it back to the C. Everything so far, 2, 3, and a 4 again. Next, we're going to move up to the 12th fret. I'm going to play this D, 12th fret of the D string. Then I'm going to use the bottom of my finger. I call this the bottom of the rocking chair. I'm going to go D to G and then back to the D. D, G, D. And I'm going to go to this A there, and I'm going to bend the A until it sounds like this B. I think I'm actually going to use my third finger to do it. Here's the B. And then here, with the B being the pitch that we bend to there, I think of it like a bird flying along. So flying along at pitch, and then it's going to dip below the pitch and then come back. So this is the B, then it's going to release a bit and then come back up to the B. You just let it fall a bit and then it comes back. Then we bend the A to the B again. And this time we do release it all the way to the A. And pull off to the G, the 12th fret. We play the C. We go back to this E, slide it down to D sharp, and right back to the E, just as we did before. Okay, this, I'm going to build the top of a D major bar chord, and I'm going to scrape 4 strings. You don't need to scrape 4 strings, you could scrape 3 strings, or just give it a little scrape. I'm in the habit of scraping 4 on this. So it's going to be, the notes would be D, F sharp, A, D, if I was to really push them down, but I'm just kind of scraping to give the impression of that sound. And then I'm going to actually play this E with an upstroke. I'm going to bend the E until it sounds like this F sharp. I'm going to release the F sharp. And then play the D at the 10th fret of the high E string. Then we're going to take the same exact model to C major, 2 frets lower. Going to play the D with an upstroke, bend it to this E. Release it, and then finish on this C. So these 2 phrases, it's the D major, C major, then I'm going to go to this C, and then to this B, pull off C to B twice. G, D, slide down to a C, slide down to a B, let's try to put all those phrases together. 3 EN and 4 EN. If you want to get really good at this stuff, working with a good teacher helps a lot. It doesn't have to be me, but find somebody solid and stay consistent. And if you want to see more guitar lessons like this, please like, subscribe, and check the playlist on the end screen.